It's actually going platinum. It's a bit accurate. Family, huh? Can't be up. Can't be up. You fancy, huh?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike 9, Mike 9. It's our time. It's our time.
On first down, Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Mike 9.
To throw, it's Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flush to his right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Excellent work by Marcus Golden, shooting into the backfield for the stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From midfield, here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. To throw is Brady. Touchdown. That's caught. Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term,
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray a give to Edmonds on the option. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds.
You thought you had
it.
He
is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on first down is Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fournette once more on second down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Here's Brady to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
What kind of pass
Baker
is
with a
that,
pick.
bro?
And a short
Why you
return
throwing my way out
to the
here for?
6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points
Ball
no
just
matter
turned
what.
to
At
the
worst,
side.
you're
My
thinking
nigga,
kicking
like,
a field goal and
what we
getting
doing?
3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On the move to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. The Cardinals forced to burn
How is
their
this not an
third and final
interception,
timeout.
man?
As the clock will stop
Nigga
with
falling
21
to the
seconds to
ground and
go
shit
here in
like-
the first half.
Okay, ass niggas.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Squeeze, double.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense into half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Throwing now is Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16,
right
but they get the conversion anyway.
How is it 2 of y'all over there still nigga? Get it.
Murray now on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Fucking game, man. Fucking game is trash.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Mike 9. Push him back. Push him back. Mike 9. Hey. You got a second.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Leonard Fournette. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Suckup for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Moore now to return.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. On second down, it's Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Prater's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One final try now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right.
Again for Evans. This time he's got him.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they... It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion has it teed up, and here we go with two of the most exciting offenses around as the Bucs visit Baltimore. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Are you fucking kidding me,
Picked
bro?
off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
What kind of pass is that, bro? What we doing on this motherfucker tonight?
First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks.
What kind of pass? What the fuck is
this? A quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. On first down, Murray. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now they'll run. Murray. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Latavius Murray.
Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
We ran through Ghosty like he was nobody.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll try to run with Murray, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, Murray. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 8 yards out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
See what you got.
A handoff to Fournette. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They hand this one to Gronk. And he stopped immediately there. And with just 1 second
y'all
in the
kidding me
first
right
half,
now.
they'll call the timeout.
What do I got to do? He fell in the end zone.
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead.
So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Brady now on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing now is Brady.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First down Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Again, it's Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have a production means they don't want to be in, third and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
A check down here to Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Here's Brady. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Murray. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run on first down. It's Murray. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way. to the 3. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Devin White able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
70 yards on the ground for him so far.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 50. Check 50.
Here's a give to Fournette. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they have regained the lead. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, set, 53. Here we go. Switch. Hey, ball 66.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, check, Mike.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Mike's 50.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
I'm coming. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Shadow. Tight end, let's go right here now. 57. Mike 57.
Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Check 45 to Mike. Check tight end. Check tight. Go Bandit.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
I know you feel that.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff to Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They don't want it, fellas. Hey, 66.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Mike 45. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone, because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's not going to get me. Check, 45 to Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. This one swung out here to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Fournette fights loose and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit, and that's enough to draw the flag.
They hand this one to Gronk, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
They shot my nigga goddamn Pierre Paul.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Murray. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Seven, our score after one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Shotgun now from Murray.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right.
Y'all gotta
And
get the
Hopkins
fucking
has
weight,
got
man.
it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Hey,
DeAndre
y'all just get
Hopkins
it.
with his second
You ain't
touchdown
even
here
trying
in
to
this
hold
first
nobody.
half. And the
That
Cardinals
motherfucker
have
ain't trying to
taken
hold
the
nobody, bro.
lead.
He just sitting
So
right
they've
there
had 2
looking
drives,
stupid.
and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I heard him say, nothing ever promised tomorrow today.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps that.
There he goes left side. Past the 20.
You go like this.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 68 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Excuse me. Goddamn. Too many beers.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Wait, 20. Go 25 the mic. Know your job. Hey, 25 the mic. We'll go 25.
To throw is Brady. Here's a diving catch right side.
Dude, what the fuck is she doing? You gotta die, bro.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Alert. 3 down.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The 20. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. O.J. Howard, 60 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check three. Regular. Watch the twist. Regular.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Too easy.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
31's the mic. Yo. Hey, check 24. Easy. Sugar.
Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
I got you, boy.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
I got some nuts right there. Well, you got some goddamn boulders on your shoe. For show 3. I don't know if I would do that.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, switch gears.
On the street.
A final shot before half for Murray. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
See, can we do something with it?
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I know he is. Game over with. Game over. Yes, sir. All right, y'all, I'm done for the night.